Yeah. Hold up. Get right with you. I'ma get right with you. Bad bitches, fuck them, then dismiss them. Bang. I ain't really here to take no pictures.
Yo, what's up guys, back with another video, and today we're going to be going through the best cards for every price range in NHL Hockey Ultimate Team. So the price ranges are going to be 0 to 10k, 10k to 50k, 50k to 100k, then 100k and beyond, and I'll put a few cards for every price range. Yeah, we're just gonna be examining the best and worst cards for every price range. Also, let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions about certain cards that you may like or may want to sell and build your team to a better extent. Let me know in the comments all that. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright, so first off, on the 0 to 10k, we're gonna have BRAYDEN .2 here. Goes for around 15k. I don't think it's gonna be less, but 15k, pretty close to 10k. So I'm gonna count it. He's got 87 acceleration, 85 speed. You could put him at center at this stage of the game, but as the game evolves, I think you're gonna have to put him left wing, and I think he's gonna excel at left wing with that very speedy player in BRAYDEN .. He's also have a very decent shot, very good hands, and his defense is a little weaker, but you're gonna be putting him on your first or second line on the power play as an offensive unit to score some goals. So I think this card, if you're between 0 to 10k, is a very good and very valuable card that shouldn't be this cheap at this stage of the game, but surprisingly is, and I think you guys should jump on this immediately. Alright, so next up we have PATRIK, LAINE, who you guys all know he's got a terrific shot, but he only goes for 12k as an 83 overall. He's a little bit slower on the end with only 84 speed, but his shot is excellent. He can't play center, he's a winger obviously. He's got very good hands and he's a big guy, so obviously the big guys still have an advantage. You could truck anybody you want and he's gonna get bumped less, but the speed factor isn't there. But if you put him with people that are much faster, I think he could do a good job just sniping them in the back of the net. Really, that's what you're going to use him for. But I think he's a very good card, but I still think BRAYDEN would be better than him, just because the speed is so important in this game. And his synergy isn't very good, but it does improve his slap shot accuracy, which is pretty good. So I think PATRIK, LAINE is another good card to get through the 0 and 10k. Here we got KLINGBERG, who goes for just under 10k, and let's check his stats. So 6'2", 177, so he's pretty he's a big guy. His speed is 85, which is quite good for a defenseman. His shot accuracy is not too good, but it's not bad. It could be better. His defensive awareness is pretty good for an 83 overall. He's a right-handed shooting defenseman, which is hard to find, and he's much faster than all the other guys in this price range. So I think this is a guy, if you're between the 0 to 10k and want a good defenseman, I think KLINGBERG is the way to go. Alright, so next up we have the 10 to 50k, and there's a lot of good forwards on the 10 to 50k margin, like Jack Eichel, Malkin's pretty good also. You've got Tyler Seguin. There's a lot, I can't remember all of them. Vladimir Tarasenko, there's a lot of good ones. So I'm just gonna go through the offense in broad. So Panarin, he goes for less than 25k. So if you guys are in that margin, I think he's a very good buy. His synergy is decent to upgrading his shot accuracy and his offensive awareness and his hand eye. So he's gonna get those tips in more often. And he's pretty cheap, or less than 25k for sure. So I think that's pretty good. You also got Tarasenko, he's also pretty cheap. He goes for what, less than 40k, less than 30k, so that's amazing. 87 speed, and he's got a very good shot as well. All these cards are pretty similar, so I think you guys should go for the cheaper one unless you guys have a preference. I personally had Tyler Seguin, which I would highly recommend. He goes for around 30k, 35k, and he's pretty much the same as everybody else that I just showed, but he's got a better shot, and he could also play center, which is obviously a good thing to have on your team. He's also got very good hands, so there's a lot of good offensive options here. Malkin too, he's a little slower. Matthews also as well. There's a lot of them, so I'm gonna go through this section in broad. But I think Taylor Hall, is the best one with that 90 speed. His synergy doesn't do much. Can't play center, but 90 speed, very good shot as well. Good hands. I think this is probably the best offensive card to get in this margin. But like I said, there's a lot of offensive guys in this section, so I think you can't go wrong with getting an offensive player in this section. For defensemen though, it's a no-brainer. Erik Karlsson, 87 speed, a very good shot, good accuracy for a defenseman. Defensive awareness is pretty high. His hands are exceptional, so he's basically your fourth forward on the ice. He goes for around 30k. Yeah, 35k, so he's relatively cheap. You got Doughty here, who is slower, less of a good shot, and I think he goes for a similar price. Let's check here. Yeah, he goes for the same price. So if you're debating between Doughty and Karlsson, Karlsson is the easier. No, it's just a more logical way to go about it. He's much quicker. He's got a better shot accuracy. I think this is Karlsson is the best defenseman for the 50k margin. So I think you guys should jump on him. I have him on my team, and he's exceptionally fast. He's got a good shot. He scores a lot of goals, and he's very good defensively too, because he can backcheck pretty quickly. So I think Karlsson, Hall, a lot of good offensive guys, but I think Karlsson for defense is the easy way to go. Also forgot to mention, for the under 50ks, you've got Stamkos is also one of the better ones. With this howitzer synergy, increases his speed and his shot. I think him and Hall are easily the best cards for under 50k, as this one I just checked, he goes for under 50k and he's not bought yet, so he probably goes for much cheaper. Yeah, 43. Stamkos and Hall are easily the best offensive guys for the under 50k margin. Alright guys, so for the 50k and 100k, I would suggest going for an icon. Personally, I think there's the best value at this point. You put in 50k of an icon collectible, and you get a guaranteed icon player of 85 overall. You get 4 choices, so the choices can be good, and there's a lot of good ones for this option, like Mike Modano, 88 speed, very good shot. There's also the best one by far, Mike Gartner, who I'll show you guys. If you guys get this one, you guys are lights out, incredibly lucky. He is fantastic, super quick. And you guys would have to upgrade him, because just look at it, he goes for way over 100k, so you're gonna get your value for your buck easily. 90 acceleration, 93 speed. Obviously the chances are not there to get him, but there's also a lot of other good cards, like I mentioned before, Robitaille, Ferraro, even Howardchuck's not that bad. There's a lot of good cards at an 85 overall that you can get in the icon set. Just like Pat LaFontaine here, 88 speed, and you're basically guaranteed to get one of these ones. I had 3 friends do this one, and they all got very good ones, including Robitaille, Howardchuck, LaFontaine, Ferraro. None of them got Gartner though, but I know people that did. But anyway, your luck is still there. You're gonna get a very good card for doing this set. So I think doing this icon set is very valuable, and I think it's more valuable than just buying a guy off the market right now. There's not a lot of people on the market, not a lot of variety, not a lot of options. So I think doing the icon set will expand your, well, not your horizons, but just it'll expand your future really, as you're gonna be able to upgrade him later on, and he's just gonna be a better card for you in the long run, in my opinion. But there's also some very good cards. Between the 50k and 100k, like Crosby, who's very good. You can put him at center. I'll just go through this quick for you guys. There's not a lot of options here. No, not 86. So yeah, Crosby, he goes for less than 100k now. 86 face-offs. He's a little slow. So, like I said, an icon would be better. Crosby's good anyway. He's good in every game. There's also Nikita Kucherov, who's almost down to 50k now. 88 speed. Like I said, there's guys in the 50k to 10k margin that are better than these guys, the speed wise. Like, these guys have better hands, but the speed is more on, like, guys like Taylor Hall, guys like Stamkos, guys like SEGUIN. I think those guys are better for the amount of money you're putting in, but these guys are still going to be good cards for you either way. But I think there's a lot of different options you can do. I would highly suggest staying away from MacKinnon. He's never good in any game. Only 88 speed, and his shots pretty weak compared to his overall, and compared to the guys that are under him in price. So I think going for a guy like I said, I'm going to keep mentioning him, SEGUIN, Eichel, Stamkos, Hall. Those guys are much better offensive threats than guys like MacKinnon, Crosby, and Kucherov, in my opinion. Also for defense, between the 50k and 100k, there's not many besides the 86 Karlsson, but I still wouldn't go after him just because he's got an 85 here who's almost like 30k cheaper, 1 less speed. Like, I just don't see the point of doing this. Like, yes, he's got a good synergy, but to spend an extra 30k or whatever it is, what is he? Almost 50k more just to get a guy one higher overall. I don't think it's worth it in my opinion. So I would stay away from any defenseman in this category, as they are all super slow. Like, well, Chris Pronger is not going to be in this category, but anyway, look at him: 78 speed, 78 acceleration, 80 speed, or 82 speed for Brad Park. There's no defensemen in this margin yet that are worth it for the amount of money you're putting in. All right, finally, we have the 100k and up. Obviously the game just came out. There's not going to be a lot of guys, but there's always one guy who makes the cut here. There's going to be a lot of icons, obviously, so I think doing a icon set like the 88 to get Guy Lafleur. Look at Guy Lafleur, by one of the best cards in the game already. 92 speed. His shot is fucking amazing. Not an average of 95 everywhere. His deking's phenomenal. Yeah. I think doing an icon set in this section is way more valuable. Putting in your gold players to get icon collectibles. Even a guy like COURNOYER to get from the 85 set. Like I mentioned before, look at him. Faster than fucking... who did I just show? Fuck. Faster than Guy Lafleur. His shot's not there, obviously, but still, to get that guy this quick, this early in the game, with synergies that boost his shot, very good. But to get guys through the market... There's not many really. There's one that I would consider maybe buying. Like, these master items are gonna drop, but they're still good buys. I think McDavid for 130, 92 speed. I think that's gonna be your easiest option. There's a lot of icon sets to do, but that I'd mention in another video, and there's just too many icons to go through right now about the price ranges. But I think McDavid is really your only option here. But if you guys want to do an icon set, like an icon collectible set for like 85, 86, 87, 80, 89, do not do the 86. And the 87 is also not too good. But like Solani's there, but I think he's the only one. So I would refrain from that. I think I would do the 85, 88, or 89. But even at the 88, there's really only Guy Lafleur. So I think you guys should just go for the 89 straight away in the icon set to get Mario Lemieux, who's fucking expensive, and you only need 7 collectibles to do so. It's a fucking joke. So I think you guys should go for Mario Lemieux instead of spending whatever over 100k for guys like I don't know, Nylander or Bergeron, as you won't be able to upgrade them and you're losing value. But if you guys want to buy somebody off the market right now for over 100k, McDavid is your way to go. Still one of the best cards in the game. 96 agility with the synergy, 95 deking, 96 puck control, 92 speed, which is very fast, a very decent shot. Defensive awareness is pretty high for his for what he really is in real life. Can't play center, but that's fine because he's fucking 92 speed. He's gonna fucking nang the wing. You're gonna get so many breakaways with them, so many 2-on-1, so many odd man rushes. If you guys want to get a card over 100k but not too expensive, Connor McDavid is the way to go. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions about any players you're debating on, like if you guys want to get, like, I don't know, 87 Crosby and 86 Kucherov, which one you guys want to go for. Let me know in the comments, and let me know if you guys have any suggestions for videos. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on HUT, obviously, but if you guys want to see a Be a Pro, let me know in the comments below. And subscribe if you're new around here, as we're so close to 200 subs. And that's honestly awesome, and I've been getting so much love since the start of NHL 21, so I want to thank you guys. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!